There's no way around it yet, and it's like 2012 because they're waiting on somebody to fix that stuff and then bring it back to a certain, common denominator that's actually playable. That being said, we are going live, and the tank is up immediately for Team... I'm just going to call them... What can we call them? They're the...
You mean Lutteurs?
Yeah, what's it called?
Say Lutteurs.
Letters. Okay, so
no,
Team
Lutteurs.
Letters?
There's a U, not an E.
Ah,
Lutteurs.
Gotcha. I was like Team Letters. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's in the hands of Lizzie for Team Letters. Let's do a quick roster rundown. So for Letters, we have Miracle, Lizzie, Sonatos, and Dandu.
And over on Team Zuera Never Ends, we have Duma, B, Zekas, and Y. Obviously, 2 of them don't have their tags. I feel like flipping out, but I think I flipped out enough and I still have a headache. So if Rose wants to flip out, it's on him.
No, trust me, there are many other things that I could be upset about right now, and that is not one of them. But we'll see exactly what Team Lutters decides to do when they commit this tank. They have an okay setup. It's a Hunter Jockey and a Boomer. Jockey jumping around, not really getting a whole lot of anything. The Boomer, I think, might want to land as they commit in or something like that, but Duma's watching that spawn pretty hardcore with the Uzi. Tank's going to be coming in right now, trying to get that initial corner onto Duma, but he's going to be kited around. He manages to actually get a long arm punch onto one of the survivors right there, getting the corner onto Y, and he still has a lot of HP left. That survivor is not yet down. Hunter going in, managing to land onto Rochelle. It's going to get cleared, though. Duma's now going to get Jockey. Tank has another corner there, but that, if they do manage to clear the Jockey, that would only be 2 survivors in cap. That clear is really, really, really slow from Coach right there, and the tank now does have a lockup onto Rochelle, turning back around, still has about 3k HP left too. That's a lot of HP. Duma does have Newsy, but that tank can just get another corner onto Coach, and I do believe that is going to be the wipe going out onto Zero Never Ends from Team Lutters, even though Duma still has a couple room to move there, but he's not going to be able to land much of anything in terms of shots, because he's flying through the air, and that is the wipe. 276 health left. Duma did a lot of damage to that tank.
That tank literally just got how many? 16 punches? I say 16. I think 16 is right. Nope.
That's about right.
Not listening to that helicopter. Yeah, pretty sure he just got 16 punches with the tank. So that obviously averages out to 4 per survivor. So that was a lot of damage on his part. Very well played by him. Some good SI support as well, getting the survivors to kind of lessen their fire on him for a good period of time and let him kind of...
Excuses. This tournament is obviously lackluster even by this community's low standards for success.
I'm telling you, if you just don't listen to him, he'll go away.
Tick rate is broken. Community can't decide what config should be the norm. Devs are quitting. Great community. Yep, I agree.
Indeed. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 community right there. I mean, when you say devs are quitting, I think the word quit in this community, due to the person who shall not be named, has been relatively abused in the past couple of years.
Yeah. I feel like everyone's abused that, though. Everyone always says, I'm quitting, and then, like, 2 months later, they're back.
It was like 2 hours for me. Never stay away for too long. But we are going live here with the second half. If this is just a wipe fest, this game's going to be done in about 16 minutes. But besides that, the tank is up in the hands of Zero Never Ends for Zekas, as a matter of fact. So I just did that completely in the inverse that I should have. But besides that fact, Zekas has the tank. He has a lot of ping. He has arms that can probably reach across the entire map. And that was actually an okay attack right there that went in and got like 20 damage.
Indeed. So got a little bit of damage going on the survivors here. Zekas has moved the survivors, or the tank, I should say, up to the safe room staircase, and he's going to sit here and patiently wait for the third tank, or the other 2 spawns, I should say, to come up. And there are 5 and 7 seconds left on the respective. Now down to 2 and 4, 1 and 3. And then we have a Boomer and a Smoker. So kind of an iffy hit to go into safe room with, especially that Boomer. That Boomer is very... it's pretty conditional. If it lands, it lands. It has to go in through that doorway, though. It's pretty much dead. But Boomer lands it. Yeah, Boomer actually goes on to the one survivor who does have a melee because he was next to the door and gets that boom. Now Boomer's going to stay back. Rochelle gets punched right up against the back door, or the back of the safe from there. Another punch going out, and they're going to start locking up the double punches actually onto Rochelle and Coach. For some reason, the smoke pulled Coach there, got him a bit of a god frame. But that will be the attack up and over with. And now there's still the 2 survivors with guns left here, having the fight off the rest of the SI and the tank. Nice double punch yet again coming out from Zekas of Zuera Never Ends. And again, the punches galore here. Nick
arms.
Yeah, Nick actually goes ahead and pops a set of pills here. Melee's going to work on Zekas' back. Another punch onto Ellis. He didn't get the set of pills off in time. And now this tank is just going ham right now with Nick. And that will be the wipe going out onto Team Lutters. Double wipe here. Yeah, pretty much, as I'm sure you guys can do 6 plus 20. A grand total of 26 points for that first round.
Yeah, that's really what it was, and that's 2 early ones coming out, and obviously the ping, we saw a team with higher ping win the game before, you know, and the problem is if somebody asked in the chat if South America even has servers, I don't think they have servers with Ace Mod installed. They still run some bastardized version of Pro Mod, but I don't remember exactly which one it is.
I think it's like 3 point something. I don't even think they're on like 4. I'm pretty sure it's a 3. It's like 3.5 maybe.
Sounds about right. And somebody saw the scores and messaging me. It's like,
Wait, what was that?
you're actually streaming this? Goddamn. Yes, we're streaming it. The team's asked us to stream it. That's some commitment. That's exactly right. So I told Kiss Me, I was like, yo, Kiss Me, we gotta stream this. And Kiss Me was like, why? And I was like, because. And now we are.
I have no idea what's being said.
Dane's talking to me.
Oh, who, Dane?
Yeah.
Oh.
This shit's gonna knock some head.
It would be more interesting if they actually had South American servers that ran Ace Mod, but for whatever reason, the server owners don't like installing other configs besides Pro Mod, like Rails mentioned, which is completely up to them. It's unfortunate for the teams though, because it takes away that, you know, the possibility of them having a real home game, which is something we obviously want them to happen. Even with China, we found out that Hong Kong was outside the firewall, so we were like, all right, you guys can still have home servers. Because originally we were going to take away their home servers entirely because of the huge problem with the Chinese firewall and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, found a way around that. So I would love for every nation to pretty much have an actual place to call home server. But
you guys ready?
yeah, it's kind of up on server owners and whatnot.
Right, and it's unfortunate, but I mean, determining the ping here, like I said, we would originally be on a New York server, but a couple of the players from the one team, for whatever reason, couldn't connect to Sir Please New York. Don't know if it was routing, don't know if it's due to the plethora of issues that we've had pop up in the past few days or what it was, but instead we had I had a request to switch to Chicago, and then that was forwarded to New York, and then we forwarded it to Dallas, and this is the best it's probably going to get. And Duma has now officially tagged up. Look at that, Kiss Me.
It is amazing. Tag Duma. Beautiful.
Tag Duma.
10
But
out
yeah,
of 10
so
Duma.
yeah, I mean, hey, these pings they're comparable to what we saw in the last game as well. And like I said, it's possible to win a game when you have about 200 some ping, and the team that actually has the worst ping is leading right now. It's a throwback to the original days of, not even the original, but one of the much earlier competitive days of Left 4 Dead 2, where people didn't complain as much about ping, from what I hear.
Yeah, you just
That's the
played.
hunch. Somebody told me about that a couple minutes ago in a rather, ferocious rant.
Yeah, you just played. It wasn't no back and forth about, we have higher ping on this server than they had on their always server. Just, playing. But regardless, getting away from that, we're going to see the survivors deciding to push out of the safe from here. Yet again, maybe we'll have some actual casting done here instead of just watching two tanks go back-to-back with wipes. But attack works away here. Smoking going to pull her onto Nick. Going to go ahead and get punched there. Charger does decide to take Nick, but he doesn't take him too far away. He actually puts him right up against that pillar there. That's going to be a nice match split going out onto him as well. So Y immediately dropped down to that 50 HP range. And B, as well as Zeke, has taken a couple scratches here and there, it seems.
Indeed, and I think actually the tank's going to be in the same place that we saw in the last match, if I'm not mistaken, on that bridge area. I could expect to see maybe honestly, you don't usually expect a wipe there, but every time I've said that, fortunately for the SI.
Indeed, so that Spo's going to go ahead and actually run forward in the map, going to go ahead and save the spawn as well. Well, obviously that's what the whole point of it running forward is, but we'll go ahead and see her probably go ahead and position on top of the dumpster up ahead, which will be relatively when the next hit will be, somewhere around that area. So, survivors, once again in the hands of Zuera never ends. Spo's going to go ahead and actually run forward in the map, going to go ahead and save the spawn as well. Well, obviously that's what the whole point of it running forward is, but we'll go ahead and see her probably go ahead and position on top of the dumpster up ahead, which will be relatively when the next hit will be, somewhere around that area. So, survivors, once again in the hands of Zuera never ends. SI up for Team Lutteurs. And yeah, see Survivors continue pushing their way through the map here, actually making their way over to the left side, stopping at the van to pick up some weapons, as I guess they were running a little bit low on ammo, and they wanted a pump shotgun, I guess. A wooden shotgun. Why else would you go to the van?
Apparently, if you have nothing else besides wooden shotguns, it's gonna be like Left 4 Dead 1 style, except we're playing dead at center, so it doesn't make any sense. These SI really do want to hit here, apparently. Jockey, Boomer, Hunter spare. It's a 2-2, and the Hunter's going for a DP. Boomer gets a nice double boom onto the survivors there. Jockey coming in from the back, trying to land on a Nick, is going to get M2'd, I think, but they're actually had to stumble go out onto Duma with that Hunter, but the spit was like 2 inches short.
Yeah, that was incredibly close. In fact, I think Coach, if he was actually laying back down, you would have seen him actually laying on top of the spit. So a little unfortunate, but that is known to happen with the spit. Sometimes it doesn't actually encompass the entirety of the sprite. It just kind of like hangs there, and it doesn't actually have any real damage effect. It's just more for looks at some points in the spit. But regardless, Survivors hop their way over the dumps. They're going to climb up that little ladder, then hop down the other side. Attack is going to make his way in, though. Smoker and a Charger looking to cut in here, though. That Charger's having a bit of a hard time actually getting on top of the railing, though. Smoker landing onto Nick here, pulling him back up against the dumpster. Jockey making his way down, looking for a latch on to Nick. Not going to find it. Charger goes in, lands the charge out onto Nick. Spitter has not dropped down just yet. I don't even know if Spitter maybe got
dead.
Spitter actually got picked. Okay.
Hanging from the railing there, actually, the ragdoll just like...
Oh, that's on the ground.
That was an early pick, I guess, that came out on that hit, and obviously the SI were able to land something, and they still got a little bit of damage, but definitely not as much as they probably wanted. Where's this witch at, as a matter of... Where is she?
She's actually right down at the porta potties.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even see that by the time I was looking over, but obviously she's getting aggroed. I think the Survivors might be realizing where she is as well. One Survivor actually split in the back right there. Ellis is going to get pounced on the stairs. Boomer, Smoker, and a Spitter for the rest. The Smoker's down below, as is that Spitter, and the Smoker's actually going to pull on Rochelle through the spit as the witch is pulled. Boomer dropping his way in as well, but extremely odd positioning here by the Survivors, because they actually split up enough to get her inside the area, the witch actually might swing Duma, but Duma gets a beautiful crown.
Did he just crouches down as she's stumbling him and fires that one shot into her chest, killing her off. And Tank should be up in a couple feet here, I believe. At the most top of the staircase, I would say. And it should spawn up. Yeah, it's actually right at the bottom of the staircase. Alright, so Tank will spawn up. Actually, he's right at the next staircase. He's going to quickly push in towards the corner of the Survivors, not allowing them to assert their dominance here. Nice rock there onto Rochelle. I heard it hit. Indeed it did. Smoker going to grab a pull onto Rochelle as she's popping her pills. No real way of clearing that on herself. Nice rock there onto Ellis, curving around the corner. That's going to be a cap on him. Punches Coach off back onto the highway. That's going to be a nice amount of fall damage onto him, plus that 24 from the actual punch itself. Jockey getting dead stop though by Coach. That's going to keep him free for a little bit longer. Nick now getting bunch up on the actual staircase. Nick getting hit far away, taking a crap ton of fall damage.
That was really weird. I'm not sure why that was a thing, but he bounced off the sign like a pinball and just goes crashing to the ground. Tank going in, almost doing that jump rock thing that you mentioned earlier, but you know, they didn't exactly try it yet. It looks like the Tank is going to have that corner out onto Duma, potentially. Or he's, yeah, that's going to be Smoker pulled to the back again, and now he is going to almost get the lockup. I keep wanting to say he's going to get the lockup, but he missed that second punch. Now he's definitely got the corner. Missing that punch as well. Oh my god. No way. No way. Are you kidding me? Do you see how far back he is? The Tank's surfing on the wall and can't actually punch him because he's taking the corner and the Hunter gets the land. Now he gets the punch on the Duma, but they're both back there. Kiss me. This is some bizarre scene of competitive L4D2 in South America that we just saw as they come out of the corner.
South America L4D2 never ceases to amaze anyone, I think. I think every time we see a match happen with South Americans or two South American teams, it's some pretty weird stuff that happens. Don't know if it's just like a curse or if it's just how they play and it just ends up unfolding in, such and such ways, but who knows? I don't know.
Colors is ripping up your Twitch chat, by the way.
Who is? Oh, no,
Colors.
there's some Smurfs in there if it can be an idiots. Colors, get them.
Colors, get them. Interesting. LERP changed from 12,333 to 10. What?
Yeah, that could get you kicked. That's yeah.
I haven't seen that before, but again, I'm seeing a lot of stuff today that I haven't seen.
Because I play with 12,000 LERP. 12,000. How? I know 100 LERP is what, like 100 milliseconds or something. So that means 12,000 LERP is what? 12 seconds? Yeah. Interesting. Beautiful, wonderful. But yeah, we'll be getting live with the second half of the second map here in a little bit. Just waiting on the teams already up and that one guy to come back who insisted on playing with 12,000 LERP. So once he gets back in here and raises up, we should be good to go. But so far, both teams have played, very, very questionable survivor play to say the least. Neither really being able to deal with the tanks all that well, if at all, to really put it blatantly. But I think either team here could easily turn it around because obviously, if the other team just keeps wiping the tank, all they gotta do is beat the tank, make it a little bit further, or make safe room, and then they will win pretty much if they can just wipe with the rest of the tanks. And it is going to be a best of one, so we'll see what the game holds for us in store.
3 tanks so far, 3 wipes. Can we keep the chain going? Not sure. As soon as Lutteurs Lizzie readies up, we should be able to find out on this week's edition of Dragon Ball Z. We already picked up an entire community spirit bomb and just pile drive the entire thing into the ground, so I mean we don't really have to get through that part again.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, man, there are points where I like
All right.
I don't know. I look at the game in front of us and I'm just like I remember actually playing on 30 tick back when I came in at the tail end of that too to the competitive community. I'm pretty sure it was probably like a couple months for me of playing on 30 tick, and then everything just comes full circle like today.
Pretty much. I mean, when I heard that the tick enabler was actually broken, I didn't really think all that much of it until I actually thought of it because I was at work when I got the news, and I was like, oh god, there's so many things that rely on the tick enabler to work because everything's like made to work at higher tick rates. Oh god.
What?
And I was like, no, this can't be happening.
Oh no.
Of course it's during my tournament when Valve was like, you know what? Remember that tick enabler that we were, the update that we were going to push out like 4 years ago? Yeah, do it now. And then it happened.
And it did. And that's just how it did. And the thing is, it is similar to Pipeline. Pipeline broke everything though.
Oh, well, yeah, that was bound to happen. When we heard that they were streamlining the games, or streamlining the games into the pipe and whatnot, we were like, oh god, we're done. and it did break some things. I don't remember exactly what it was though. I think I was like on like a mini vacation during that time, so I was like,
it was bad.
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't want to be around this. But regardless,
actually when I was coming into the competitive community, so that's the first exposure I got was everything getting broken by Pipeline.
Oh, nice. But regardless, we're all live here. Team Lutteurs over on the Survivor half with Team Zuera Never Ends on the SI. First hit will be that Spitter Jockey Charger and something else I won't know because now I have the ready up status over on the left side of my screen. Can I look around though? Boomer? Did I say Boomer? Boomer, Spitter, Jockey, and Charger. Yeah. Okay, so those are your 4. And I'm not too sure. I think
we actually might be live? I'm not sure. I think somebody paused. I know Dooma paused.
Well, on my screen we're paused. The sound
yeah,
says we're paused. The screen says we're paused. I don't know.
Dooma paused said game and lag, but I think we're okay now. I think we are okay now. We are ready. Okay, fantastic. And hopefully the survivor. And I think they just blew the first hit due to whatever just happened, but we will see if they can reposition fast enough. Boomer wants to get a spawn. Charger as well from the top. Boomer from below. Imagine to get a nice single boom out, and the horde timer came in for whatever reason. Charger going for a solo charge, not going to land. Spit's going to go down on a survivor who's standing inside a plant and is going to get a little bit of damage as the jockey actually drags the survivor all the way through Spit. That's a lot of damage going out on the survivor from that first hit.
Yeah, that's actually a massive amount of damage out that Team Lutteurs buys Zuera Never Ends. Once again, Zuera Never Ends has been in a couple tournaments in the past. They haven't had the best track record of actually showing up to play games, let alone scheduling them. So it's refreshing to see them actually play all 3 games thus far. Oh no, they haven't played, but they haven't gotten a forfeit win. Or no, forfeit loss.
Don't jinx
I'm not going to jinx
it,
them.
please.
If they make top 16, it would be a blessing to see them really just turn around like that and actually start playing and winning and stuff. And yeah, so we'll see what the rest of the tournament holds in store for them, obviously. But the first,
if they make top 16, God is dead.
I think Fig is going to quit adminship at that point.
Yeah,
in time.
literally, Fig is just going to leave. Fig is going to be like, I'm done with this, and just... Oh, hey, that Boomer got him too, but still actually managed to land a boom. Smoker's going to pull from the front as well, and you know what? They're baiting a lot.
Yeah, and that's actually going to kind of work against them because they're going to start getting those timers that we saw a little bit earlier where, you know, you still have 60 seconds to make something happen, but it makes you actually start prodding, you know, further more in the map and not just staying where you are. So it kind of puts you in bad positions. And yeah, so we'll see Team Lutteurs after taking a nasty hit there back at the safe room, obviously, and a relatively easy one. Another pause. Why are they pausing?
Probably because I crashed, but I really wasn't going to say anything because I'm already back in the server, so...
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, I mean,
I was going to let you go.
Agnes low back in, like it's really not a big thing, but I do appreciate the teams for caring, so fantastic. If that's actually for the reason why Ever wasn't just lag, I mean, they probably don't give a shit about me. Like, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about me either.
I mean, I don't care.
Just whatever.
We're going live, though, so you can go back in.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah, it's up. Team Lutteurs, Nick is currently not moving. Not too sure of why that is. Ooh, they actually got their tick rate, or update rate, and CMD rate up to 100.
What's going on?
But rates are still stuck
Why
at
is he not moving?
30,000. Not too sure. Hopefully they realize Nick isn't moving. I assume
Dude,
they do because
this
they're
is
not
all part
moving
of the
forward
bait.
right now.
This is part of the bait. Nick actually is
They're
there.
baiting
He's
Nick.
just
He
waiting.
has the least amount of health bonus. They're willing to sacrifice the damage bonus as well.
Oh, he just turned.
Did he? I'm not. I guess he did.
This is fantastic.
Nick is actually right there for those of you that can't see on the stream, in case it's like too dark or something. He's like standing there by the flashing light. So, yeah, not too sure what's going on. They unpause. He never moved. Then they pause again as he started moving. Maybe they just don't want him to move. Maybe that's like their plan, just to, like, wait until the enemy team dies. Who knows? I mean, that's one way to win.
Until the enemy team die.
It would work if they can't complete the match. It's over.
This is true. Smoker, Charger, Spitter, Hunter, and now they are here. They're just not moving because they're baiting. That's what this is. Charger goes in, manages to land a free charge, but does get cleared. Smoker's gonna get a pull out on the front as well. Kiss me, I haven't seen a team like that's not Asian slow play this, and like I don't even know, but they're playing so snail's pace. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean that's and it does work honestly, because I mean you see Asian teams like you mentioned play this play style where you're very much more methodical with your takes. Although it might not be as clean as some of the higher up Asian teams are able to make it out to be, or they can't take it as cleanly even if they do bait as much. But regardless, the Southmaker team is doing an okay job. Yeah, another pause. I'm not too sure. I was waiting for it because one of the survivors stopped moving, so I was like,
Which one now?
Frickin' Nick did again.
Again? Okay.
Yeah. He just stopped moving all of a sudden. I was like,
his
alright.
ping is 716.
Oh, that would do it. Yeah, he just stopped moving, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm going to start talking this up, I guess.
716 is a little bit up there. Just a little. But, you know, we can play through it. I mean, at this point, we've done the impossible and used a 20-tick server to support players' red ping, so I propose next we go to a 10-tick server for people with 300 ping. Just keep going in that direction until we eventually break the game.
Hey, I'm down for whatever. Let's shoot for like 1 tick. I want to see like what it's like when the game updates every 1 second. It'll work.
Wow, they're actually baiting. It's a miracle. Oh my goodness. It is. I agree. It's a miracle. 679 milliseconds, dude. That's not the server. That's the connection. Okay, I think it's coming down. I think it's coming down. Yeah, I think they're almost ready. This is good. Infected's now not ready. Infected is ready. Survivor's ready, and they're not ready. And now they're ready. Okay, we're good. We're going live.
Okay, let's not talk about the ping, and maybe Nick won't lag. Alright, we're just gonna keep it chill, guys. Keep it chill. Freaking Lizzie, keep
Chat
it together.
is not chill right now.
It's okay. Color's got this. I got faith in him. He's an admin for a reason. Because when someone tries to BS him, Colors is there. But regardless, here's a nice charge at the top of the staircase. Nick actually being pushed up the staircase. Still in the spit though by that boomer. Stumble and 2 stars as well getting pushed down. That being Ellis and Rochelle. A lot of damage coming out there from the hit though. Mainly on top of Nick, gonna push him down into the red with the HB. And he is probably gonna be the actually no, Rochelle shot the witch. I'm not too sure about that one. She has Newsy right now. And actually she took a swing at Ellis for some reason. She took another swing at him, not too sure. Ellis got pulled down below the bridge, actually. And now the witch is still trying to climb up. She's currently getting stuck or something on the climb up. Hunter actually latches onto Thanatos. He's still up top all alone. Jockey latches. That's a double cap happening right now. They got to get the clear on the Hunter. They're not going to be able to do it. That's an in cap out onto the Hunter. And actually, they're not even shooting through the wall. It's not hitting.
That's a wipe.
That's a double cap.
That's an effective wipe. It's a double death. They're rushing the tank. Tank's up in the hands of Y. I don't know why, dude. I know your name is Y, but I don't know either. What an arm. Oh my goodness. This is going to be absolutely insane. That arm is... Wow. Okay. So, he's going to be able to get the in cap onto Ellis, I'm pretty sure, in a second. Hunter lands, and this is a very tight game, because he wiped at all the tanks.
Yeah, I mean, if they keep wiping at this point, we're going to have like a 100-point game by the end of the, like, set of games. Well, one game I should say, because we're only playing we're only playing a
If you
best
made
of
me do
one.
this 7 times, I would not do that.
Are you
I'm
ready for
sorry.
like 28 tank wipes?
28 tank wipes. So what we did is we chose a server 7 different points around the United States. We went New York, Chicago, Dallas, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Seattle for Prodigy Sim, and finally Colorado. So we have those 7 places where we could I would start asking for commission. But there's no way in hell. There's literally no way in hell. And it looks as though Lizzie's ping is a little bit back up. But hey, we actually wait. No, he's on the wrong team as well. Okay, that's what that was. There we go. Now we're good. And
1,000 point scoring game by the end of things. Be prepared, boys. It's happening. Not really.
No, not really. If you made me do that, I would start asking for commission. But there's no way in hell. There's literally no way in hell. And it looks as though Lizzie's ping is a little bit back up. But hey, we actually wait. No, he's on the wrong team as well. Okay, that's what that was. There we go. Now we're good. And he still has 700 ping. It'll calm down though. I have faith it'll calm down.
We got too much faith.
I agree.
It struck us too many times.
He's got to play with 710. He can do it, I believe. His tank's gonna have arms that are literally twice the size of the state.
Yeah, pretty much, especially on 30 tick. I remember when
Oh
I
my
used to play. When I used to play like 4 or 5 years ago on pub servers. Because yes, I pub more than probably pug and scrim actually. But yeah, I remember I used to play with like 190 ping because I had really bad internet, and my arms were huge on 30 tick. Like I would literally have like 15-foot arms in game. Like I could hit someone, like I want to say like halfway across the safe room. Like I could literally just freaking hit them, and it was the greatest thing ever because they would always get so mad.
One time I was scrimming with Apollyon, and Acer had 996 ping, and I think it was in the barn room, but he literally hit someone, like, he entered the door, like, from the, I think, probably from the front, and he just enters it, and then he actually hit somebody who was staying, like, across a couple tables there. Like, his arms were so long, he couldn't see anything. Grizz was just telling him to plus forward into the survivors and keep swinging. He got, like, 4 punches, was never close to anyone, and it literally was like a lightsaber.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah. I can see it.
Survivors were screaming Nick in the safe room.
This has been a weird cast so far. It just feels wrong. It's the double wipes, the double cap. I mean, it was very well played, though. I gotta give it to them. They landed the cappers when it mattered. They got the separation. Although, I gotta say, Lutteurs probably shouldn't have drawn the Witch when Uzi while it was on Rochelle. But, who knows. We'll see how it plays out, if it comes back to bite them in the butts or not. But we will be going live here with the 3rd map of Dead Center. Once again, this is the best of 1. Team Zuera never ends, going up against Team Lutteurs. And yeah, hopefully they ready up here a little bit.
Leading right now, yeah. We've got like, what, a 42 point lead? Yeah, that's not bad. It looks like Lizzie's ping has finally come back down, and disconnect by user. Okay, we're good. And I think as soon as everybody raises up, we should be okay, because the pings look alright, so hopefully these people are able to actually get their things together in the next couple seconds, you know. You know how it is.
Just maybe.
What? Shh. No, not today. No, not today.
What do you mean not today?
Not gonna ready up today, it's gonna be tomorrow.
Nah, they're not gonna do it. They're gonna wait.
What is going on in chat?
I don't know. It looks like there's 2 people smurfing in colors.
Colors and somebody were having a rather livid discussion, lively discussion about...
I just don't get why people think they should smurf in Twitch chat. I don't get, because if anything, that's just hurting. Like, that's stupid if you have to smurf to have an argument. Like, that's kind of showing that you know what you're saying is wrong. And, like, you probably said it before and people just think you're not right. So you're trying it again underneath a different alias. But it's clear that you're just a smurf.
Always,
Ah.
I've just, I've always known that I'm wrong about a lot of things. I kept saying them on my main account. I never did go to a Smurf. I feel like there's more honor in that. Like, if you're gonna be a certain way, just be that way on the same account.
Some people.
Some people. Yo, that SI Ghost is really, really, really far through the map. Charger is just running through the map on its own in ghost mode. It's almost reached the safe room.
He can do it. Is his ping still like out of the world, or
Oh.
out of this world? What are they waiting on?
I don't know, dude. I'm halfway through the game.
Stop watching YouTube.
They're watching YouTube's of your cast though, so therefore it's okay. Hey, we're ready. And with that, we should be going live once Dandy readies up. Let's see. I think they probably did go and fix the internet if that's what he was AFK for so long for, because Lord knows if we can't have another 5 pauses in the middle of this game, I'm starting to go delirious. Kiss me, why are you the way that you are?
Hold on, what?
What?
Oh my god. Please just read this.
Let's roll.
What, chat?
Come on,
No.
I'm in a hurry.
Wait, actually, when was that? That was May 2nd. Oh wait, no, that's this week. I forwarded that to you too, didn't I? Yeah, I forwarded that to both of you.
I don't know.
Oh. I think I did.
I haven't gotten at it yet, so.
I don't know why I just saw that. It was just open on my screen.
You're just like, oh my god.
Don't let that happen, by the way.
Yeah, no.
I swear to God, even if that does happen, I don't care what Fig says. I don't care what you say. If he does that, I'm kicking him out. Like, that's it. That is just it. I'm so tired of him trying that. But regardless, sorry, we're talking about some server drama yet again.
Listen, we don't need to listen. Round 2.
No, we
It's
don't.
not
I'm not going
prepared
back
yet.
into
We
it.
don't-
I'm just saying, like, if that happens, just get him out. Don't care. I don't know why that was open my screen. It's like God was like, but Garrett, read this. Get mad about it. I read chat for no reason.
Don't read chat. Just don't do that. Chat's in a little bit of a. There is a debate going on, but I think Colors is asserting his dominance.
Oh my God, we're live.
Look at that. We are
It's a
live.
miracle. And in before pause.
Shut up, please no. Zuera never ends on Survivor. Team Lutteurs on the Special Infected. And it looks as though Lizzie did fix his ping pretty well. The first hit is going to be a Smoker, a Charger, and let's see if they actually land this. They do land the full charge spit. Classic attack coming in right there, and now we are going to have that jockey go in, landing onto Nick as well. Lots of damage on that first hit, and that's actually, I really hope he didn't time out.
No, he didn't. He's
time
still
out.
living. No, but Y actually taking a lot of damage, dropping down. I believe he was in the 20, 25 range or something of that nature. But yeah, they're going to go ahead and take the first set of escalators there very quickly, continually pushing their way up through the map. And we'll see Zuera never ends, make their way past the, I guess you call it a grate or a shutter, if you will. And Boomer goes in, look for a boom, not going to find anything. Next hit, or next 3 swans, I should say, coming up. Charger, Smoker, and a Spitter, so a 2-1. If they decide to throw those in here, they might go for another charge, or smoke, charge, spit. But it looks like they're going to hold here for the 4th SI. A little bit of lag on my part. But looks like we're good to go. The Witch is also spawned up now. She's going to be up ahead at the corner. And we'll see what they decide to do with this Witch. They do have 1 shotgun on Doom, and he's actually the only shotgun here for Zuera never ends. So they might also just elect to just completely avoid her. She is getting startled now, though, so 1 SI could go over scratch. And they're going to do just that. Nice. Beautiful shot there by Duma.
That was a great crown. That smoker is going to get a pull out in the back. Jockey going for an intercept, going to just take the survivor who was smoked, does get shut down. That crown by Duma was great, especially for his 175 ping there. Again, players playing well on ping.
And indeed they are. And tank will be up at 53% of the way through the map, so that is obviously way before the event. That might be somewhere in this hallway up ahead, actually. The top floor, but not the bottom. And it might be at right after this door, the drop here.
Let's see, Spitter, Charger, Boomer, Smoker for the next hit. I almost called a Charger like I had an accent all of a sudden. That's how much this game has gotten to me. But this tank is definitely going to be... I want to say it's going to be easy to shut down if the survivors fight it in this area, but... Oh, I thought we had another timeout there, but we don't. Smoker Pull is going to go out in front, not going to be able to land. Boomer did spawn to the right-hand side there. Is going to get popped. Duma's doing work right now, Kiss Me.
Yeah, I mean, Duma's always been a very strong player. Once again, he's played with OZ a lot in the past. And,
Okay.
Yeah, 4K. That was indeed their team name. And we'll see the survivors slowly pushing the way forward here. I believe they can get onto that chair now. I believe it's back to being a solid object, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's not.
Oh my god, still not solid. Oh my god. This server doesn't have the patch.
What?
The server doesn't have the patch.
So they can M2 it like it's a... Alright,
Yes,
so I guess it's forward.
It's pretty much like one of the little traffic cones. Think of it like that. Charger goes out here, actually landing on LS. Smoker and Hunter going as well. Spit goes down in the middle of the hallway. Actually hits the very end of the hallway on top of the pounce. Nick hops on top of the boxes, avoiding the in-cap from the spit. But that's good. That's rough.
Fight the tank in here.
Yes. Or they fight it downstairs. Al's still trying to get over. I would probably go downstairs. But it looks like they're going to stay up top.
Downstairs, like in the
main hallway.
The next hallway?
Yeah.
Oh,
or you pick a room. They're
the
still trying to get over
there.
it. They're still trying to get over it. They don't get it.
They're gonna have to fight it. This is horrible. I feel so bad for laughing at this because...
Read the forums.
Yeah, forums, man. Like, so they have to block that room, and then just light the tank up down this hallway. Doom is gonna get pulled, but they easy clear right there. Charger coming in from the back, trying to land on anything, not gonna land. The tank's in the middle of them right now. This is interesting with no support. That jockey does manage to land, but now if Y can get this clear, they should be able to shut the tank down. Tank does get a punch onto Ellis right there, as he doesn't really have a whole lot of room to kite, but it should be two survivors with two Uzis in a tank in a hallway here, so they should be able to do a lot of damage to him, but I think this is actually looking like a wipe. They have that pellet jack right there too. And this is going to be our, what is this, 5th consecutive tank wipe, I'm pretty sure. However, Duma is doing a pretty good job juking that tank out. Might not be. Boomer goes in, manages to stumble with Nick right there. Nick is going to get actually killed by Duma, so that's not the wipe as of yet. What a skeet going out right there. Maybe that was just like a slam into the Hunter's face that was on the ground, I'm not sure. But that jockey does manage to get the down onto Duma, and now Y is going to be hoarded with about 280 ping. So this is going to be unfortunate for him. Jockey should be able to delay the pickup as well. That was a really messy tank fight, Kiss Me.
Yeah, it wasn't a wipe, though. So at least they got that going for him. Jockey will delay the pickup a little bit there, getting a few scratches there onto Rochelle. Spit goes on top of the box as well. That's going to be on top of Nick, and that might be an end cap. Actually, no, he's able to move himself on top of the boxes, and we'll avoid it for a little longer. Charger running in, though, gets one punch. Now, I guess you could mark that up as a tank wipe.
Yeah,
I
pretty
guess
much.
it counts. And actually, I don't even think they could have gotten Ellis back up from where he is right now. So I think he would have been dead either way.
Reading chat again. Don't put physical steps there. Just put random props and see who wins, depending on whether they're invisible or not. It's been a very interesting game so far, Kiss Me.
What do you mean interesting?
Oh
It
god,
seems like
Colors, don't
everybody's-
use this to
everybody's-
fight with the guy.
Shut the fuck up.
Please, Colors. Anyway, we're gonna keep going on here with the cast. And, yeah. Anyway. What was I gonna say? Oh crap, I forgot. Sorry guys, dealing with some drama. Regardless though, as I go in here, Charger lands out onto Coach. Spit goes on top of that, and that will be the end of that attack. Coach has taken a, well, not too much damage actually from that hit. And we'll see Zuera continually moving up through the map, up the first set of escalators. And yeah, so we'll see if they can actually manage to beat this tank. Maybe one of these teams will actually be able to make their way past one of the tanks. Not too sure if you know, it's gonna happen though. Team Lutteurs has quite a way to go here. They took that first hit much better than we saw Team Zuera never ends take it though.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Look out. Ammo here.
Smoker pull going out to Rochelle on the bottom floor. Boomer going out, not finding a target though. Coach very awaringly, I guess, or being very aware of his surroundings. Backpedals away from the boomer and avoids it. Witch up once again, and it's going to be looking like Ellis might be going for the crown here. He's looking straight at her, so I'm going to assume that he's going to go for the shot here. There's also a shotgun over on to Rochelle, and I wonder, no, Nick doesn't actually have one. So it's Ellis and Rochelle, the two possible candidates here for the crown, unless they decide to just completely circumvent the witch and go around to the left side, which they can do. There is plenty of room there to actually make it happen. Witch now getting pulled here, and we will see her actually getting stuck on the jockey. I'm not too sure if she re-aggroed it yet, or no, she was actually just going for the jockey itself. And that will be the attack up and over with. And yeah, another attack up and over with for Team Lutteurs. And Zuera is really not landing all that much as of just yet, just kind of not having any luck it seems.
Reloading. Reloading.
Reloading. Ow! Hey!
Reloading.
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
Over this door.
Another attack coming in here for Zuera never ends though. Smoking her, I'm going to pull onto Rochelle, pulling her forward. Boomer goes on, two survivors in the front as well. Charger laying down onto Nick. Jockey going to look for a latch on one survivors. We'll find it. Rochelle does eat a few common ticks here and there though. And looks like that will be the end of that hit. And yeah, the thing is that now that they have to fight that tank, there's really nothing else that they can really do here. They can't backpedal. They can't jump back over that chair, obviously. I'm sure they're going to try though. It's like second nature to just try it, making that happen. No, it is going slow. It's just been that there's been problems going on Mumble, and then you also have to look at the actual teams. They continually have been pausing for a player, and then we had some long pauses in between the rounds. But tank up in the hands of Duma here for Team Zuera never ends as well. Tank making his way in towards the survivors. Does get a nice elbow punch on two survivors. Turns his attention over to Nick. Gonna go ahead and push him up against the front of the wall there. Or the corner, I should say. Actually, he ends up getting smoked forward across the hall. And now Tank down to 25 HP. Misses one punch on the survivors. Misses another one. It seemed like it was going on to Rochelle. Now he has Coach alone in the side room. And he's going to start going ham with the punches there. Getting down on the Coach. And now we'll have the Tank going off against Rochelle here. Grabs two punches onto her. And now Tank will receive back to the room. Get another punch onto Rochelle. Or Alice, I should say. And yeah, it's actually been a really close game, all things considered. And that will be actually them making the tank. So now that they're around 48 points down going into this, the point past the tank at least. Charger goes in, latches on to Rochelle, does actually manage to grab that in cap before actually getting cleared off. So that will be an in cap out onto her. So all survivors have taken an in cap besides Miracle. And yeah, we'll see what else they can do.
Gotta reload.
That bloody hallway.
This is some outrageous.
It seems like more gore than normal because it's part of one of the mods that I have, or add-ons, I should say.
Okay.
Reload.
All right, I can do this.
I got these pills.
Another attack coming in here, though. A charger does land on a Nick there. Spit goes on top of it well. That's going to be a double cap in the Spit. A lot of damage going out on top of that, and Ellis is going to take quite a lot more, actually, as he run through the Spit to actually get out of it, obviously. And so Team Lutteurs with 2 permanently slow here. No pills left on the beings. And then pretty much everyone bleeding out. Health bonus is gone. Damage bonus is at 20%, so they're close to even that one bleeding out. Or, not bleeding out, but disappearing, I should say, as the damage continues to pile in. They have taken the lead now, though. So Lutteurs has the lead for the first time, I believe, in the actual campaign. Or match, I should say. Smoker for a pull on the Nick does land it. He is going to get ledge hung on the side of Escalator, though. Spit goes out onto the top. That's going to in-cap Ellis. Charger goes in, lands out onto Coach. Actually double charge, and the jockey's going to go for the cap onto Coach. And that will secure the wipe onto Lutteurs. So, once again, another wipe coming out here. No safer made for them as of yet. And Zuera Never Ends is going to secure that wipe that they really needed to keep this game close. So it's actually really close going into the final map here. 67 points separate the two teams. And this is, for what it is, it's actually a really close game. I mean, however you want to look at it, it is a close game. Even if they're, not having the best takes as survivors on tanks, they're still actually playing it pretty well. I mean, keeping it close, I should say. Can't really say playing well.
Check it out. That's Jimmy Gibbs Jr. God damn it, I could have gotten a picture taken with Jimmy Gibbs' stock car.
Let me unready for 1 second. I must go do something. Do that. Give me 1 second, guys. Rails?
Hello?
Hello?
How's it going?
Going good. How are you?
Fantastic. That last round was fun. And they're saying RS tanks. Don't know what that means, but we're going to find out.
I think they mean because there's no tank that's spawning early, and I believe that's just how it is in the config. So yeah.
Please, we have to go. That would be nice. That's a good reason. Go, 10:30, and we are going live.
Indeed, so let me go ahead and throw you guys back into the game. Sorry for that little bit of delay. I had to go do something. And we will get live here with the last map here of the campaign. Once again, this is the best of one. Sorry for the bit of a lull in the action back and forth. It's pretty much problems everywhere, for say the least.
I hear Hunter.
But Hunter goes out here onto Rochelle. Going to go ahead and land a nice easy pounce on that. Jockey as well going to go and bring Rochelle out towards the front. So, trying to get around the corner. She actually does get taken around the corner down the hallway. That's going to be a lot of excess damage out onto Dandy as they weren't able to secure that wipe.
Reloading.
I think that's actually still the jockey going, and they now just finally getting cleared. Only 27 HP left on Rochelle right there. And, I mean, that witch is in a position where they obviously shouldn't draw her, but then they're going to have to take that crown as they're getting out here. Very, very close game, and honestly, this could come down to whoever puts more cans in at this point, even before the tank.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a close game, as you mentioned. I believe it's 2 cans that would make the difference, because I think each can's worth like 55 or something around their points. So.
I mean, and at this point too, like, you need to probably put that first can in, because I really, just judging how the game's gone so far, I don't see a whole lot of chances of them, like, getting a high number of cans in at least. They are trolling the witch right now, and it looks like that boomer's going to walk its way in there. As the spit goes in too, nice crown going out. We do have to see a pound spit going out, and now a charge spit as well, dragging Alice back into that death spit for a couple more ticks of damage. So an okay amount of damage going out there, but again, the crown did get landed.
Indeed. So that's, once again, as you point out, the major highlight from that hit. And now we'll see Team Lutteurs go ahead and push their way up here. Going to go ahead and start funneling some cans towards the car. And yeah, Rochelle's going to grab the first 2. Easily picked up and assisted there by Nick. And, once again, it's going to come down to the cans. There's nothing else to it. This game is just really that close that every single can matters up until the tank, or the time where that tank comes into play. And then the tank has to play goalkeeper because he can't let any more cans get in pretty much. So it's going to be pretty interesting. They're going to leave one can down here on the bottom floor. I believe it's the one that spawns by the elevator 99% of the time. So that they're going to use it there to try and bait the spitters, spit out. Smoker going out onto Kosho. Hunter looking for an intercept here on Ellis. Not going to find it. It does get cleared, that being the Smoker. Hunter as well being meleeed off and shot down by the pistol of Ellis. So that will be the attack easily dealt with. There is no spitter up yet again. That should be mentioned now for the SI. And they're going to be able to get these 2 extra cans in. And there's even a third one here on the ground. And Nick and Rochelle are starting to funnel the cans down from the second floor. Jockey landing out onto Nick up top. Charger does whiff out onto Rochelle, but this jockey's taking Nick for a ride. And now the boom is going to hop inside the closet. They're probably going to look for a boom as well. And actually, the boom's going to miss. It actually went for Rochelle instead.
The important part, though, that they're getting in these cans, like every single can they put in now, the other team's going to have to match because it's that close of a game. Like, at this point, you have to just look at what the SI are doing in terms of like thinking that they're going to stop the survivors or getting more can burns or something like that. They don't have the spitter yet, though, so they're not going to be able to do much as the survivors work their way through here. They can go for another hit because some of the survivors are hoarded, but they have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 more cans, as a matter of fact, down there. Team Lutters doing a nice job, as a matter of fact, getting these cans in, but here's a double cap that they needed. That's going to be a Hunter landing onto Nick, who was pouring everything, and here comes the spit. But the spit was off a little bit. That spitter's trying to die on top of the cans now. That charger is going to get cleared, but kiss me, that spit literally split the cans almost directly down the middle.
I was taken back. I was 100% certain that I was going to light one of the cans and light the others in chain effect, but nothing came of it, as you mentioned. But anyway, tank up in the hands of BE, or just B, I guess, for Team Zuera Never Ends. I tried to make it sound like something more than it was, but it's literally just B. So, but yeah, we'll see him go ahead and climb up to the 3rd story, it seems, and going to start pelting down some rocks at the survivors, playing that long tank, but he can't let any more cans get in.
Mine's a pretty good number, to be fair, before tank spawns or as tank is spawning. Like, that's a pretty nice job right there by Team Lutters, and Zuera Never Ends obviously gonna have to match that at this point. And this tank really needs to wipe for them because they can't let much else go in. And 85% rage left on first pass, you know. The survivors are still relatively healthy, at least. Smoker getting a pull to left over there. Hunter actually taking that pull, getting a little bit more damage. The Smoker should be able to get a repull though, and deciding not to go for it yet. Nice free rock landing onto Rochelle. So now, I mean, if you're the survivors, you probably start. If I'm them, I'm pushing for the other cans.
Yeah, I would just start making my way around, trying to get these cans up on the 3rd floor. I don't believe there's any more on the 2nd. No, there is actually 2 more cans on the 2nd floor, but the thing is they're kind of underneath where the tank is. So it's kind of like, you know, those cans you don't really want.
A single boom landing out there as the tank is getting ready to get in position, I believe, for another rock. But again, at this point, I mean, the story is that anything that happens, Team Zuera Never Ends need to get 9 cans to tie and then 10 to win. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I think they still lose, actually, if they have 9 because of the differential from the last chapter. But Team Lutters also needs to try to LOS this tank, and they're not doing it quite yet. Now I think they're just going to decide to push the 2nd floor. They're going for the cans. They're definitely going for the cans.
Yeah, and it's a smart move. It's really all they can do at this point. There's not anything else around them that they can really work with. There's no more pills really left. I mean, they could do a really hard LOS game here, but it just seemed like they weren't on the same page. Like, 2 of them were firing at the tank, 2 of them were LOSing, and it's just that whole, you know, not on the same page situation.
It's in a really bad spot. Like, they did the LOS correctly, but now they need to get out of here because the tank is on 2nd pass. The boom obviously did land, but now this tank needs to get in before going AI. Already at 20%. Actually gonna be really close to dropping in right here. 10% as it gets into the face of the survivors. Getting a, actually I thought that was gonna be a punch, but nice double boom going out. Tank missing another punch though. Getting the turnaround now, getting the corner onto Nick. Jockey landing onto Ellis as well. A little bit off key right there because the tank hadn't even gotten a lockup yet, and this is gonna probably spell the end for Team Lutters. That's a long arm going out onto Ellis. Almost another long arm going out onto Ellis again. Now that is going to be the down. And this is going to be the light kiss me, so it is possible for Zuera Never Ends. They see 10 cans.
Yeah, well, 10, 11?
Right?
Maybe 11?
10, 11, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around there. But we'll see if they can actually make it happen here. Once again, it's incredibly close for what it is. I mean, they've wiped every single tank pretty much, with the exception of Team Lutters' last half. They made it up to the escalator, but then they wiped. So
Anybody know who the
it's kind of like, you know, they made it a quarter way past the tank. Well, it wasn't a full, obviously, take of the tank, to say the least.
Jimmy Gibbs Jr.
Right, I mean, they were very, very hurt, but they managed to get the distance points, and that got them the lead. So, I mean, that's really what it's come down to so far. Now, obviously, they were able to do a good amount of work there before the tank spawned, but we'll see if Zuera Never Ends can pull off the comeback.
I'm grabbing pills.
Boomer, Hunter, Spitter, Jockey for the first hit for Team Lutters. And of course, they have a little bit of a cushion right now. Hunter's trying to go in there, manages to land on someone in the safe room, and Coach is actually going to be caught in between the pellet jack and the Jockey and the vending machines back there. That's going to be a lot of damage going out onto Coach, almost half of his health.
Indeed, so Zika's going to be dropped down to around that 50 HP range. And now we'll see what they can make happen here with the Witch, which should be the next place. Oh, nice shot. What? Rochelle. I mean, this is pretty bad. Because if this Witch actually glitches out...
They better not go in the elevator. Oh, good lot. That's 0 score, isn't it?
Did they go in the elevator?
Yes.
Well, did she glitch out?
Let's see, where is she?
She hasn't glitched out yet. I think the Charger's trying to glitch her out.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
there
she
you go.
glitched.
Wah, wah.
Do you want to tell him?
That, unfortunately, is a
well, yeah, it's pretty much an end. That's very unfortunate. Duma literally jumped up and one-shotted her and hit her. I've seen people spam Uzi, shotgun. What the hell?
If she gets a swipe, I'm not going to call it. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
See how it plays out. I don't want to break their hearts yet. I want to keep it a little bit, but that is technically by the rules a 0 score. And I mean, if they'd stay up top, I think the Witch actually was going to pass to them. That's the interesting part. Like she was on her way to climbing up that ladder, and she probably would have gotten unstuck. But that's really, really unfortunate for the survivors. It's explicitly written in the rule set that that's something that you should not do. And unfortunately, I think Duma asked it to him and said whatever. So it's kind of like, yeah, didn't even give you time to respond. Loud and saying this game is so South American.
I believe it. That's just... I don't know why teams still think that's okay to do. Like, in what tournament was it ever okay to draw the Witch there? Because it's known that she just spazzes out. It's kind of like Parish 3, the Witch that spawns on the other side of the bus. Like, you can't draw it. You have to drop down and take it. Like, it's just how it is. Because it's known that she'll just glitch out. I don't know. And it was a really close game too, so that's why it's so unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, they probably, and the thing is, if they make the comeback here, it's going to be unfortunate, because they can post whatever score they want, but we've had to have that happen before. Ours is going to be a nice cam burn with a separation pound, so that's not going to help them too much. Zika's getting lit on fire in the middle of Spit, plus that Hunter, as I mentioned before, almost an in-cap going out onto him. And obviously they have about 4 cans down here, but that Spitter is still alive, and they're going to have another SI hit coming up into the queue. Trying to spam the Spitter, not going to work though. There comes the Spit down right here, and they're not going to get the can juggle, as a matter of fact. That's going to be a 2-cap, and both cans are going to burn, I'm pretty sure, and that's another great defensive play by Team Lutters.
Most certainly is, and Tank should be up here in a little bit. I don't even think they're going to get enough cans to make it really even matter at this point. So, even though it would have been a 0, I don't think they're going to win it anyway at this point. Good shot by Duma, though. I mean... And Tank's actually right up next to Coach here, almost letting the Tank. I don't believe he would actually catch fire anyway, but it's still nice to do, just to see him burn for a little while.
Well, we're going to figure that out. Now, if the Tank lit there, that would have an aneurysm, but thankfully, the team is not going to have their Tank lit, as the Tank is landing multi-punches onto the survivors. Charger going for an interesting charge right there. The rest of the support coming in. Nice rock landing. Tank's doing some pretty nice work so far, almost on its own. Probably going to be able to get out and play some kind of rock tank here. Tank wants a little rock on the 2. Coach is going to get it, and the Charger is just kind of chilling out behind that pillar there. It's like 269 HP.
Indeed, and yeah, to answer your question in chat, they are pretty much this round is done, so the match is over because it's a 0 for them, and that means that they lost pretty much. But we're gonna let it play out anyway, just for the sakes of it. I mean, they're not gonna do it.
What was that?
What?
Did you see that, Hunter?
No.
Jumping between the survivors, right, as if to pounce the in-cap person, and it hung in the middle of them, like being supported, like as if the 2 survivors had on a tightrope. Didn't land on anyone and got shot in the face. But dude, I don't know. This has been a really odd day in terms of competitive Left 4 Dead 2 things.
Dude, I'm so ready for this day to be over. Oh, nice rock though. Miracle throwing a nice rock out onto Rochelle's face, and she ate it to the face.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Because that's the only way to eat a rock that is thrown at your face is to the face.
Right, exactly. You can't really eat a rock any other way. I mean, to be fair, biologically speaking, Charger's gonna try. What a clear by Duma. That was insane, and they're going to try to get more cans in. This rock's going to go, and Magic's the in-cap Duma, who was going for the pour, and they don't really have the, speed. Like, even if this were just a game at this point, they don't really have the speed to get the other cans, and this tank still has sight, plus is able to chuck rocks down on top of them. Boomer's going to get a nice boom, another rock landing, this is going to be a wipe.
How was the Healthcare Professionals versus Nameless match? I'm not going to ruin that for you guys.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. You guys can watch the VOD on that one. And yeah, we'll have a ruling on that hopefully sometime during this weekend, I would say.
During this weekend, yeah. We're taking our time, there's no reason to rush it. Tank actually running through fire right now, getting hit a little bit more. Last person up is Y, and that is going to be the end of the game. Team Lutteurs taking the win over Team Zuera's Never Ends. GG's coming out, good game, and that is going to be the end of the match. No, it's not 2 rounds, are you kidding me?
No, that was a big one.
No way, best of 1.
Yeah, my throat hurts. I'm tired.